The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Matt Damon and a lot of people. The Martian is based off of a book of the same name and is about an astronaut called Mark Watney, played by Matt Damon, who him and his crew have to leave in an emergency their base on Mars. However, in the process he gets hit by debris and is apparently killed in action. The twist is he's not dead, so he somehow has to survive on Mars whilst also trying to find a way to contact Earth again. Now, when it comes to Ridley Scott films, I really like his work. I love Alien, I love Gladiator, and I love Blade Runner. However, they're his older stuff, and recently he hasn't been that consistent. Prometheus I actually didn't mind. I thought it was a really good, solid sci-fi film. However, Exodus, Gods and Kings was quite bad. However, I can thankfully say that The Martian is a return to form for Ridley Scott, and it's just so pleasing to see him do a good film again. This film is directed perfectly. You really get a sense that Mars isn't the place you really want to be. Although, to be honest, why would you want to be there in the first place? There are these massive wide shots of desolate landscapes, and you can really tell that Matt Damon really is alone on this planet and there is no one to help him. There's a really good use of CGI as well in this film. There's not an over-reliance on it, it's just used every so often just to enhance the story a bit more. Matt Damon is great in this film as well. He's probably the best he's been since the Bourne films. He just brings this likeable presence to his character which really makes the film a lot better. Because in most situations where this kind of thing would be happening, you'd expect a kind of depressing, sad story. But instead he brings some really likeable optimism in this life or death situation, and for the most part it is really funny. That's another thing. This film was surprisingly hilarious at times. I've got to give props to Drew Goddard for the screenplay for this film, because it was really funny. Talking about actors, the rest of the cast are great. Jessica Chastain, great. Jeff Daniels, great. Chiwetel Ejiofor, or Ejiofor? I'm never ever going to pronounce his name right, but he was really good in this film as well. Also, quick note of Donald Glover. I know him from some stuff, but I haven't really seen him in action properly before, but he kills it in this film. He's hilarious. This is a great film, one of Ridley Scott's best in ages, and there isn't really any bad things to say about it, even though it does go from Mars to Earth at some points, so you can see what both sides of the playing table have to do to get him back. The Earth stuff isn't really as interesting as the Mars stuff, and I will admit that. Even though the Earth stuff really is quite interesting, there is a good 20 or so minutes towards the end where they spend a bit too long on the Earth situation, and it does get a little bit boring after a while, but it still is quite interesting. That is the only problem I have with the film. It's only a minor gripe, but apart from that, this film is great. It's Ridley Scott's best in ages, one of the best films I've seen all year, and I really recommend that you see it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, and yeah, so good, this film. So yeah, that was my review for The Martian, guys. Sorry it was a bit of a quick video, but I saw it on the day it came out and I just wanted to get it out as soon as possible, and I kind of had to rush it a bit, but you kind of get the point. It's a really good film. It's probably going to be on my end of year list, but yeah, I really hope you guys check it out. Remember to subscribe, guys, leave a like, comment below if you want to. Also, like my Facebook page, The Media Critic, and just to let you guys know, I will be starting a segment as soon as I can, which I'm not going to tell you anything about. You'll know what it is when it comes, but you guys should like it, and it's going to give me a lot of freedom in the way that I edit and the way that I go into detail about these certain films. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I think you guys will find it funny and enjoyable as well. But apart from that, there's nothing else for me to say. Bye guys.